J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Yeah, I started with my glasses on tonight, man. I can't read. Man, I can't see, man. Oh my goodness gracious. This is like happening in real time. My eyes is falling apart. But we gonna break down this Power episode 7. And let me tell you, when they said this season over, it's over. They taking everybody out. First of all, Stacy, that's what you get. Who you thought you was? Han Solo with your damn gun hanging all the way down? What the hell kind of Indiana Jones? Who got your gun hanging by your knee? Talking about you under arrest. You deserve to get popped. I mean, come on now. And what, you thought you gonna single-handedly bring Tommy down? This gonna be your redemption? I single-handedly brought him down. Make me mayor. That wasn't gonna end right. It wasn't gonna end right. And of course, Tommy, how these people do so much and get away with so much? I mean, I don't know. I guess I just think too much. But the thing that really tweaked me out this episode, I mean, for real, this really made me think like, really? What? How? Now, I will be honest, I've never killed a person, never got rid of a body before. I've never done these things. So I mean, hey, but some people have got on my nerves before. And let me just say, how did Vic kill that dude in the apartment in that condo and get rid of that body and get that dude's body in the trunk of his car? How did he do that? I know that would have took a lot of probably a chunk of the episode maybe, but like, dude, oh my goodness. Anyway, getting distracted. A couple of other things I did like in this episode. Jannard, he did a great performance all around in this episode, if you ask me. All right. First of all, one thing that did come to mind when he was smashing old girl, Shorty was fine. Oh my goodness. No wonder I don't go to strip clubs. But damn, when he was smashing, the first thing I thought was, is he trying to smash or choke the shit out this girl? What the hell? I know I, had a couple requests in my time where a woman like a little, a light pressure, so to speak. But I thought he was trying to choke the shit out this damn girl. I'm like, man, you too busy trying to grab the back of her neck. I'd have been holding on to them hips and, you know what I mean? Anyway, I really like that little powwow with him and Shanti in the damn bathroom. Am I wrong? I don't know. But I liked both sides of it. From her although I thought her hitting his car was whack. That was some whack. That was whack. That was whack business right there. That was whack. Because you know what? That's only works, women, when you dealing with broke, cheap ass Negroes. Straight up. Because you know what you'd have did if that was my Lambo or whatever? I'd have called insurance and got a new one. You just got me a new one. What you think insurance for? Hey, look, my vehicle was vandalized. I need a new Lambo. This goofy one did hit my shit. Yeah, please, thank you. You thought you dealing with somebody can't what? Get a new window? Like, you goofy. All you showed me is that you cared more than I did. All you showed me is that I was right. That you was trying to use me for CBI. Like he finally told her, stop talking down to me. I'm the boss. You trying to get with me. The hell? Who running? Who? Finally, it was said. How is she running a crew? How is people supposed to be fearing her? It was because she was tied with him. And then when she said, you ain't nothing, I built you. Hold up, wait. I didn't went to straight Nate Dogg mode on that one. Hold up, wait. even if you did help me get clean, it wasn't like he was some pookie from the get-go and you cleaned him up and then he became the mastermind or something. He already was making moves and doing things, and yeah, he had to slip up or whatever, and yeah, you was there to help, but don't think because you was there to help, you built this, or now you have ownership of this, or what, I owe you for life or whatever. And the way she held that over him, oh man, it's like getting clean thanks to the devil or something. So, I mean, the way it seemed is like because she helped him, he owed her his life forever. I mean, appreciation, gratitude is one thing, but dang, some people take things too far sometimes. It is true. Anyway, we get to a couple of these comments. CR Stacy. Hey, she came in there like Han Solo with that damn gun hanging all the way down by her knee and thought she was going to what? Arrest Tommy? It's the reason why your gun on your hip, because you could bow, quick draw. Ambi Bambi, what's good, mama? I ain't seen you in the comments in a few days. Glad to see you. You said she on that show, Divorce Sisters. I don't know about that show, but she gonna be on that new show, The Upper Room. This episode was actually pretty good to me, man. I like this episode. We finally see what happened with the Tommy thing, which is crazy because Tommy manipulation came back to him in a way he didn't see, because he pulling the strings trying to manipulate the Jannard situation so that him and Diamond don't get close. So what he ends up doing is paying that little fine shorty, which how does Tommy make these connections? We don't even see him in that club. Now all of a sudden he got girls ready to work for him. But nevertheless, he got shorty ready to smash Jannard and set it up with Shanti, which that was kind of risky because old girl could have got the foo-fops from Shanti. I thought Shanti was gonna beat her ass, and she still had the shakes going through her legs. She was still feeling good, and then she talking about some. It was good. I thought Shanti was gonna beat her ass in that bathroom, but we end up seeing Shanti being upset of the whole ordeal. So she gets back at Jannard when a woman's fed up. So she gonna tell after she beat the hell out of his car. I'd have rather her, although I wouldn't have actually. So let me stop myself. I was about to say I'd rather her try to fight him, but then again, no, I wouldn't. She already tried to hit him twice in the bathroom, which that really made me mad, because if he would have tried to hit her twice, then he would have been all kind of what? Right? But then she could hit him and beat up his car. What if he beat up her car? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that double standard stuff. She supposed to be hard, tough, this and that, or women is equal, this and that. But you can beat on me, but I can't do it to you. You can beat on my car, but I can't. Not that I want to beat on him, but I'm just saying, you keep your hand to yourself. I ain't gonna touch you. Don't touch me. You know. So anyway, don't touch my car. I'm not gonna touch your car. You know, person won't be left alone. Leave him alone. Anyway, she tried to get that revenge and told Tommy, spilled all the beans, told him that Jannard and Diamond were trying to get D-Mac killed. Tommy stood at attention real quick when he heard that. What? Why are you telling me this? And we see what happened in that basement, because I was starting to wonder for a second, what the hell? What's going to happen in the basement? And Tommy go down there mob deep by himself, which I'm glad that fight scene went the way it went, because ain't no way in the world Tommy was going to beat Diamond Sampson, especially after they built him as a character that knows how to box, can fight, been in prison, and Tommy half his size, he just going to take him down. what was funny though is Tommy kept trying to run up out that basement. He tried to run up them stairs 2-3 times, didn't he? Hold on, let me get your wind down here, Tommy. Tommy tried to run out the basement, man. He tried to get the hell out of there, man. He ain't want none of that after he realized. He said, wait a minute. He's a little bigger than Ghost in Canaan. It's a little different than Canaan. Anyway, what was crazy is it seemed like D-Mac was still, although he was trying to help Tommy, they were like, come on, get up, Unc. Get up, Unc. Yeah. They was fighting. But it looked like D-Mac may want to still be a part of CBI, even though Tommy just let him know, dude, they tried to set you up. But sometimes, you don't get it until it's too late in life. Hold on, let me set this thing up. One of the things that was crazy this episode, but also I liked how it went, and that was what's Darnell's father name? Darnell. What the hell is his name, man? I don't even remember his name, man. I don't know if that's good or bad, but anyway, he came and I can't think of his name, but he came and talked to Darnell. Said, I lost a lot of time with my father. I told him I was gay. And that's time we can't get back. So I just say, if you put JP, there we go. JP, thank you, DeMarcus Vaughn. JP, just penis. All right. I don't know why I forgot that. Not my preference, maybe. Anyway, just PP. All right. So he said, look, you for the streets. It is what it is. I still love you. Which, man, that does take some growth, I guess, to accept a person, they out there wilding or doing whatever. But that's his son. I needed some water, man. I don't know why. Sometimes start talking, then my throat. Feel like I've been talking for an hour already. Anyway. So that was cool, which all of this to me is setting us up for either JP, Darnell, Destiny, or Genesis, that's her name, Genesis, to either one or all three get wiped out. Because they had that little dinner. Yeah, let me tell you something. My dad gay. Like, really? She like, I'm fluid. Ooh. He like, wait a minute, you fluid. But I think all of that is just setting us up to basically mourn and feel sorry for JP and Darnell, and they just had so much growth, and for it to all be taken away, it'd be crazy. Shout out to Frederick Young. I wasn't expecting Tommy to take out Stacy. I didn't see that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I didn't see it either. But the first thing I did see is that she had a gun on her for the first time. She never had a gun. And Frederick Young, this is my first time seeing one of your comments, remembering it at least. But for people that watch my channel all the time, I've been saying for the longest, why are they there? What do they do? How is she doing police work with a gun and stuff? Why is she? I thought she was an attorney. So I've always wondered what the hell is she doing? Even when they went to that Marquez member house, why are you there? What hours do you work? You work 9 to 5 and you go on raids after work, and no wonder your husband divorcing you. Anyway, so I've always been confused on their job title, to be honest. And to see her with a gun, that was a red flag for me, first of all. Then, secondly, as a gun advocate, I do like guns and believe in guns. I don't believe in people using guns improperly, but anyway, when I saw that damn gun so low, I already knew, well, you you might as well not have had the damn gun if you going up against a killer with your gun hanging so damn low. Now, again, this the first reaction. I only saw it once, but it looked real low to me. It wasn't on her hip. And when it's that low, you can't respond quick enough. Also, a person like Tommy will see you armed. So now that's on the side of their mind. As soon as you make any kind of movement, which you can't make a quick movement because it's so low, your ass is toast. So soon as I saw that gun, I'm like, something ain't right. Then she went talking about she gonna arrest him by himself. How you gonna arrest Tommy by himself? The only way that could even work is if he allows you to. She couldn't have beat him up. If he decided to shoot her or do whatever or resist, she was in trouble. You know, that's just the facts of the matter. And even if it was a man, when you going up against another formidable man, you could have your hands full. That's why cops usually have backup. Like, even if I was a one-on-one, I wouldn't have probably took a Tommy down by myself in the dark under a damn viaduct somewhere. I would have had partner. We'd have did it the right way. Because what if we end up tussling? What if he get the best of me? You know, you have to think of these things. Most people always think they're going to win or come out on the outcome, and that's a major flaw because nobody always wins. And of course, the person you're going up against is thinking the same thing. So you need to think of all the variables. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn, my brother, coming through with the super chat. First one of the night. Probably the only one of the night, but I appreciate you nevertheless. You say, JP. My goodness, man. Why you trying to do me like this live on TV, man? Live on TV, you gonna do me like this? Make me read this? JP is Medea without the wig and dress. The scene with D-Mac talking to Kate was priceless. Stacy pulled the strap on Vic. Stacy pulled the strap on Vic. Really? I don't remember her pulling the strap on Vic. Oh man, I got it playing again. I see the scene with Diamond and old girl that was in prison with me. And also, while that's on, and then I'm gonna get back to your comments. But I realized that they took my scenes away. Yeah, I'm on that again. They took my but you know what? Here's some behind the scenes info for y'all. So when I was auditioning for the part, they asked me if I spoke Spanish as my first language. And I said no. And then they asked me, can I speak Spanish fluently? And I said no, but I can read Spanish and I can speak Spanish, not fluently. And so then I asked them, I say, but do you want me to speak with a Spanish accent? And they said, no, just speak your regular accent. And so now the reason I bring that up is because all of these people that are basically like the dude that's in prison, he's speaking Spanish, the cartel. I'm thinking that they did that because he could speak Spanish. And they must have gotten rid of my part because I didn't speak Spanish fluently. Just something I was thinking as I was watching this, like, ain't that something? I mean, I ain't gonna say they should have just did that from the jump because then I might not have had the job. So I ain't gonna say that. But damn. ¿Qué pasa, Holmes? La onda, Holmes. ¿Qué pasa? Anyway, the Spanish they speak on the show ain't the best Spanish anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, Ortega. Anyway, JP is Medea without the wig and dress. I don't think so, but I think that was funny as can be, though. I love that comment. It was funny as hell. And to see with D Mac talking to Kate was priceless. You know, another thing I thought behind the scenes, I think that they did that way because we as the viewer will, in our mind, this is how your mind subconsciously works. We put her in this episode. She was in the episode technically, but she probably filmed in New York. We only saw a small spot she walked back and forth. It probably was no longer than a bed, the area she filmed in, and it was probably in New York. Did it for one day because they do that type of stuff in one day. So they filmed in one day, probably only like 8 hours to film that scene. It was not a lot of other moving parts that day. And that was it. And as far as the phone stuff, you can record that in a booth. They call that ADR. So then when he talking on the phone and when we see her and we could hear him, he recorded that in the booth. And when we see him and hear her, she could record that in the booth. So my point of saying this is I think this goes back to the budget cuts. They didn't actually fly her to Chicago where they could be in the scene together on screen. And we probably won't see her again. But they probably knew as viewers, we would say, damn, y'all just got rid of Tommy Mama like that. So, it is a little behind the scenes, my thoughts on that. Man, I was thirsty. There go that scene where Vic shoot his friend in the back after saying we were like brothers, which this still wouldn't have helped because, and also that dude, Peter, what an idiot. The three masked guys come in. I don't know. They don't see man. Dude, it's the same three dudes that was in there earlier that day that you kicked out, fool. You didn't know? You didn't know who it was. And then for Vic to then what? Bring one guy in the trunk of his car and tell Tommy, this is it. He went rogue. Leave my girl alone. So basically, Tommy knows Jannard tipped him off that he knows about his girl. Basically, he snitched on Jannard, dry snitching, letting Tommy know if Tommy would have put it together that Jannard tipped me off, that I took this dude out to shut you up and to leave my girl alone. Like when he said that about his girl, I was like, oh, what an idiot, man. But I did like to be, man. I'm not saying this is the best character. And I'm not saying I like this person, but I really do like his acting on this show. He seems the most authentic to me. And that's Jannard, man. I don't know, man. I got to give him his credit, in my opinion. He nails these episodes. He really does to me. He seems very authentic to a person that I would know in Chicago, people that I grew up with, things that we said and did. I'm only imagining if I was in my 40s and stayed on those paths from teenage years, this would be probably what it looks like. Nevertheless, when he was talking to Vic, man, I felt that combo like, dude, ever since Tommy came, he said Tommy got the drop on him, which actually he did because they some goofies. I've said that ever since episode 1. People can look back. Ain't no way anybody I know from Chicago, where I'm from, gonna be in the middle of something and some dude gonna come in and muscle you in, even if he take out the other people. And now you work for him or he gonna work. I don't know, man. There go that scene with Shorty. OMG. Yeah, she was banging here at the bar. I'm telling you, I ain't necessarily a fan of the blonde. Look, I was dying. I ain't necessarily a fan of blonde hair on my sisters, but I wouldn't necessarily, hate on it either, you know. I forgot what the hell I was saying. Shorty killing the game. I ain't gonna lie, but what the hell I was saying? Boy, what the hell? I done forgot, man. See what happened, ladies? You know what else I saw recently on a separate note? Cocaine is booming. I know everybody's been talking about fentanyl and stuff in the news, and fentanyl gets a lot of the press, but something I saw on YouTube, they say cocaine is like skyrocketing, but you know, the US used to be where you get the most money and where the most people use. It probably is probably the most people, maybe, but they say you can make the most in Europe and in Australia. I think they say what a kilo is like 30,000. A key in the US is like 50 or 45 in in Europe. And if you was able to get a kilo into Australia, it's like 200 a key, 200,000 a key. And they were saying all the stuff. Like one of the things, I know I'm sidetracked, but with Diddy and that pink cocaine and purple and all that cocaine stuff, I'm like, pink cocaine and all this. What? What is that? I'm just too old, I guess. I would be scared of these things because I'd be afraid of getting hooked, losing everything I own, trying to suck some things for some pink cocaine or something. I ain't trying to, I'm already in a seated position. It'd just be a little assembly line. I can't let that happen, okay? I can't. Anyway, here go Jannard. He done poured champagne on that booty. I never thought of that, but that didn't necessarily look bad. That part I ain't gonna complain on you. But the choking part, that a little bit. But you say what I say. Anyway, cocaine is a hell of a drug, and these people out here, she had that cocaine. I doubt that was fentanyl. What that was a bag of fentanyl. People doing fentanyl like that these days. Janard, man, these people crazy, man. And from what they say, fentanyl what can kill you. I ain't never like to play with my life, really. Like I say, I'm too scary. So anything that could possibly kill me, or I'm hooked, or I'm ready to put a penis in my mouth, I'm a pass. I'm a pass. That's just me. The Marcus Vaughn, you say Jay Moore when you check out the series The Nowhere Man with Atari Naughton, aka Tasha St. Patrick. I will. I ain't heard of that series, but I would check it out. I'll have to see what it's about. Stay fly. You say Tommy killing Stacy wasn't a good move. Saying is going to take her spot and launch a full investigation on. Ooh, that's a good one right there. Stay fly. And you know what? I agree. That is probably what's going to happen. And he'll probably find out that Tommy donated some money to her campaign, but also it was a very bad move for Tommy in the sense that you can't kill a mayoral candidate for any city, let alone a big city. And you think they're gonna just let it go? They're not gonna try to investigate, they're not gonna ping the cell phone towers. See, that's the thing, man, with these shows that makes this just not realistic anymore. If you have a cell phone on you, you cooked. And Tommy went to go meet her and he had his phone on him. She had her phone on her. Only so many cell phones are going to ping on the towers because they go by the towers close to them. They can, even if it was 100, they'll go through all 100 of those cell phone records and investigate. And eventually they will come across Tommy. Like that high profile murder would be the end of Tommy. It would be the end of this show. So I think either Tommy is going to get taken out or get arrested at the end of this. There's no way the city of Chicago would allow a mayoral candidate to be executed and they don't investigate with the full strength of the Chicago PD. And for those that don't know, which I'm not familiar with a lot of other cities, but I'm pretty sure they probably feel the same way. But Chicago PD, they got a slogan. They even had T-shirts and bumper stickers made at one time in the 90s that we the baddest gang in town. You know, now maybe because Chicago had so much gang stuff, maybe that's why they had that slogan, but they see themselves as the baddest gang in town. You ain't gonna take out somebody and we ain't gonna do it. And her husband is a cop. Like they would investigate after she cried and told him that, which when she was doing that, my first thought is, why are you saying this in this office? It may be Bug, old Sang-a-Lang may be having a tape recorder somewhere. Next thing you know, Ginseng over here got you. Antoine Herring, pink cocaine. They used to call it blue magic back in my day. Blue magic. Hey, man, you can call it pink. You can call it blue dog shit for all I care. Just take my name off of it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand name, like Pepsi. It's a brand name. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, that little my Denzel right there. And B, you say, I hope Stacy's phone wasn't recording that convo. That's another thing. So the first thing I thought, before I even thought of the cell phone stuff, because she wasn't dead yet. So the first thing I thought is, she recording him. Like I just knew she was recording him, saying all that stuff. It was like a setup. The typical movie setup, you know, when we killed those people together and ditched the bodies, I never thought we'd get away with it. Right, Tommy? So, like, they say the obvious things, and I was just like, this is a setup. And then when he took her out, I was like, oh, okay. But of course, they never take their phone or damage nothing or do nothing. I mean, it's crazy. Now this would be wild, huh? This would be wild. J Money Gape Gope. Hey, this is a good little theory. What if Tommy takes the phone and plants it on Vic? Takes Tommy's phone and put it on Vic. That would be genius. I ain't gonna lie. That would be genius. Because honestly, they only got the phone record. They could only say this phone pinged, and then whoever got the phone, it'd be hard to prove. Well, that wasn't me. Tommy gave me the phone. Possession is 9/10 of the law. You'd be having an uphill battle trying to prove it wasn't you, it was Tommy. And honestly, Vic has more reason to kill her than Tommy because it was no investigation on Tommy right now. And ain't nobody thinking about Tommy, but Vic, his life in the wind. His sister got killed. They could think that maybe she's partly responsible for his sister getting killed. He could want revenge. He's got plenty of motive for Stacy to go. So I think that would be a genius move. And I don't think it's going to happen. It could. The reason I say I don't think so, because the show almost over. And the only reason you would do that move is if you want Tommy to get away and survive, which they might. We'll see. But that would solve the problem of the phone ping. I can't think of another way. It would be the burden of proof on Vic, proving that he wasn't there. He was given this phone, doing this. I mean, he would have a hard time. So that would be messed up. Yvonne Cox, you say, plus Stacy was Tommy inside person in law enforcement. But nobody knows that except for Tommy, Vic, and Stacy. And so what anything Vic say, the burden of proof is against him, even if he was saying, well, she was working with Tommy. Well, where's the proof? Well, he could say Tommy donated the money, but there's no proof necessarily she did something. I mean, he could bark up some trees, try to say what happened with his sister and things, but in the end, all of that would probably go against Stacy as being corrupt, but how can you prove Tommy made her do it? I don't know. I think he would have a difficult time with that. And yeah, man, that might solve it. Antoine, respectfully, this show left the realm of believability a long time ago. Now I just go along with all the plot armor. Well, you're right. You're right. It has left the realm of believability a long time ago. It has. It's just entertainment. They've done too much. Too many people get whacked, get disappeared. They get bodies where the only way in and out of your damn penthouse is an elevator. You get bodies not even chopped up and whole. Plus, why would he shoot that dude in his apartment and on his white carpet? It's so many things that this show, you're right, it has. It's just entertainment. I try not to actually be too hard on the show, believe it or not, because if I really wanted to, I could tear it apart. But I don't want to make it seem like only this show could be torn apart. A lot of shows probably could be torn apart. That's what makes the really, really, really good ones stand out, whether it's the Breaking Bads or Sopranos or The Wire, is that there's very hard for someone to really tear them apart completely, and that's difficult. Pure Lord Date, copyright infringement in my Cuba voice. Copyright infringement. Cuba voice. What's the Cuba voice? Copyright infringement. Sound like Castro or Cuba Gooden. All right, let me get to some of these comments. Let's see. Thirsty Jack. You say power became WWE. I almost didn't talk about this part. I'm about to put the link in the comments. I'm gonna go and do my Moorescore rating, and then we can come up and talk. But this was horrible, which goes back to this show left the realm of reality a long time ago. Miguel, so Thirsty Jack on the comment said, power became WWE. Miguel went from a bad guy to good guy. CBI kicked Tommy out. Not only that, this is the worst hitman in history. And he talking about he won triple. Dude, you suck. First of all, it's two of them. They try to take Miguel out. Why you trying to choke him out? Why didn't you just walk behind him and shoot him? It's like, here's the plot armor, because that would have worked. That's too much like right. They go around shooting everybody else. But then here's where it gets worse, in my opinion. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but this dude gets the drop on Miguel, try to hit him with the garrote, choke him out. Miguel, he fighting, try to block it. Then the second guy comes. Why he don't have a gun? Why is he trying to stab him? He goes for the stab, and Miguel's able to turn and get the other guy stabbed. He stabs him one time, drops the knife, and runs away scared. Is he a hitman or me? I mean, what the hell? What? You are pathetic. So oh my God. Then Miguel stands there giving a warning, screaming, man, how pathetic. How pathetic. I don't even know where to begin on that or end or what this dude. So Miguel the Terminator, this the worst hitman. Then he stabbed the dude and then he leave him. Man, I don't even know it. Sometimes, you know what? It's things like this that inspire me, honestly, because it make me think, man, I can write something. I can do this. I can do this. And of course, it may be in my own mind and it may seem easier than it is, but it make me want to do this stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, with the tools and things available now, if anybody else thinks or feels like I do when I see some of this stuff, we can do it. I don't have a lot of time. I got a few things going on. I don't want to make it seem like I'm the busiest person in the world. I am doing a few things in order to then get more time back. And then hopefully it work out. I get more time back. And I am going to write some stuff and put some stuff out there. I mean, hell, why not? You know what I mean? And with AI and different things, you can put stuff together and put your shows together. You don't have to have as big of a budget. And I can hire me a Darnell. I can hire a few of those. That's about $100 an hour. A day. An hour, I can't hire him. Anyway, Pure Lord Date. When Frank was talking to Nikki Barnes about Blue Magic, oh yeah, that's when he said it's a brand name. Thirsty Jack, the big payoff is bringing Tariq at the end. I hear that, but I don't know. What would Tariq do? He gonna take out Diamond? Really? He gonna come to Chicago? This boy ain't what? I don't know, man. I think if they bring Tariq in, I think that's just for the fans because they've been wanting to see Tariq again on TV. But I don't see any way or reason for him to come to Chicago. And why would Tommy be needing his little punk ass? But that's just my point and thoughts. Hey, Tariq, I need some backup. Yeah, you gonna help me? I need some backup. You got some troops? My coalition fell apart. Yeah. Hey, Tariq. Yeah, hey, Uncle Tommy needs a hand. You send me some money, Tariq? Tariq, I need a new shipment. Antoine Day, right? He killed old boy on that white carpet. That's alpaca. You better blot that shit. You got to blot that. Yeah, that was off of American Gangster. All right, let's see. J-Mo! Darnell, J-Mo. Are you gay? Okay, I'm sorry. I was just asking. I was gonna make peach cobbler. Make a peach cobbler. J-Mo! You hungry? Darnell! What's funny is they had Darnell. He gonna call grandma, call Kate. You know, man, family and life is wild, ain't it? Call your grandma. She in rehab for that powder. Tell him powder. Tell him powder. They talking about you better leave that powder alone, old lady. Damn, man. I never wanted to be, not that I'm the greatest or didn't make mistakes, but I never wanted to be nobody like that, though. Although she's trying to get her life together, but I didn't want my son to be like, all right, Dad, you staying off the pipe? All right, stay off the pipe now. I am. I am. be calling me, huh? Huh? That's all. I try not to answer, but we friends, so I gotta pick up the phone, right? Dude, I know things happen in life. We make our mistakes, but damn, that's like embarrassing, man. I'm like embarrassed of that dude. What the hell? I suck yo. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Stay fly. You say D-Mac feels stupid. Hey, one of the things that he said that was stupid is he talked about some. So back to this fluid thing. You fluid? Because I'm solid as a rock. Dude, are you Riri? For real? You got you a fine little thing right there that want to get it wet fluidly? What's wrong with you? She want another woman. She ain't want another man in there. That sound like you got to keep a fool. Juan Marley, they might put that phone on the hitter. Who said he was gonna get Maria? Boy, I ain't even get to that one yet. I'm trying to save a little something for the call-ins. But let me tell you, that right there, boy. See, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this, then I'm gonna go ahead and give my Moorescore rating. But here's the deal, and this is how you can lose yourself. In my experience, they go to fight with Tommy and Diamond. I forgot Tommy got thrown on that table. He threw him on the table like WWE. Yeah, let me get out there. He threw Tommy through the thing and punched through the damn wall. I forgot about this already. I only saw it once, but this was anyway. Let me get back to my last point. Then we'll get to this funny ass fight. In the game, you start off trying to make money, right? You poor, you gonna have opportunity. You figure I can't get these jobs or it take too long and we too deep in the hole. So you start selling drugs to make money, to feed your family, pay bills, whatever. Then you start making money. Unfortunately, something happens. Somebody try to rob you. Something happens. Somebody gets killed. Maybe somebody goes to jail. Now you got to either get more money, you need revenge, or whatever. The point is, an escalation event happens. Next thing you know, you got these things happening where you got to be at war or watch your back or taking out people to a point where years have gone, and as you've continued to survive, you've moved up the ladder, and now to protect what you've been doing, which you never really thought of it this way, but that's the trap. You just wanted to be able to pay some bills, and now you're a boss protecting the empire to the point where people that have wronged you, you have to protect your empire by punishing people to discourage future wrongdoers. You gotta discourage the evildoers, all right? You gotta discourage the future evildoers. So what you do, you take them, you take their daughters, you take their girlfriends and the babies, and you take them out. Which, damn, man, man, to the point where you taking out a woman and her unborn child for revenge. I do this for revenge, friends. Damn, man. I think it got a little too deep. Got a little too deep. You know what I mean? All right. Let me go ahead and damn, this thing zoomed in. Do my Moorescore rating. Stay fly. You think JP gonna die in episode 9? Darnell, no. Charles be acting like he got shot in the titties. Medea. Oh no, you didn't. Hello, hello. Oh, you know. Oh, hello. How you doing? Hey, man. I've been said JP should have got popped. His storyline over with. All they doing it now is softening us up for the blow because they want us to feel some sadness. But in my opinion, if Darnell lives and JP dies, it don't do nothing for me. If Darnell dies and JP lives, I'm not gonna say it do a lot, but I would feel a little more sad, I guess. Maybe because I'm a father and I would feel that way, maybe. But also, JP, I don't really care about. He's a cornball, and his storyline really, and hey, man, I'm a cornball in real life too. So I ain't saying if you a cornball, you should deserve to die. But in the drama show, he ain't got no drama that brought us in to make us care. Unless, I don't know, I missed it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all care about JP? Or am I just some heartless, evil doer? I'm an evil doer. I don't know. I don't think so. But I ain't really feeling JP. He can go and I wouldn't care. D-Mac, not my favorite, but I wouldn't want him to go. We done seen too much. He actually got growth. Although I didn't agree when they was talking at the table, and she talking about she going to Spelman and how good a school it is, which Spelman is a very good school. And then they talking about, yeah, I was telling him he should go to Morehouse. He could get in easy. No, he can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. First of all, I wanted to go to Morehouse at one time, and you gotta have good grades. You ain't getting no damn GED in the Morehouse. I'm sure somebody has gotten in there with a GED, but not street ninjas that don't try. And what? Because they girl go to the school across the street, they gonna get into the house? Really? No. Anyway. Ambi Bambi, what's good, mama? You say, Jay, you got me over here in stitches. Thank you for the laughs and awesome commentary as usual. You just warmed my heart, mama. I'm glad. Hope you don't bust them stitches, but I'm glad to, bring a little bit of joy and laughter in there. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with another surprise. It was an audition I had. They wanted me to do some Darnell. They wanted me to be like Medea. Let me show you a clip. Whoop, there it is. I said, oh, hell no. How much y'all paying? I need that footage. I'm taking that footage with me. Y'all crazy. Then I said, I will audition for a part like Jannard. And then they gave me that. I said, come here, girl. I'm about to tear that up in the bathroom. I ain't going to choke you, but I am going to put it all in there now. Come here, girl. I know we acting, so act like I didn't actually put it in. And we can go to the next scene. All right. Whoop, there it is. Anyway, that was my Medea. I ain't want everybody to know I was in a low budget Medea movie. I've been hating on JP. Well, that's why I've been hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the Republicans. We got to hate on what we actually do. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get my Moorescore rating for this episode. And then we'll chat it up a little bit before we get up out of here because I've been doing a lot, man. It's been a busy week, man. Busy week. All right. Moorescore is my rating system. Real simple. Just 4 categories, 25 points each, as most of y'all know. give you a score of 100. First, the visual cinematography. This, of course, as always, they use the modern cameras and things like that. I don't know. It didn't, maybe because of how I watched it this time, it didn't look as glossy, which I like it like that. Anyway, a couple of the scenes, like when Stacy walk up and they had it like the side view, she had her old, Han Solo gun hanging and stuff. I mean, they tried to do a couple little things unique, but overall, nothing really. I mean, Jannar smashing in the bathroom and the little argument with Shanti. I like that. It felt kind of personal, intimate, like we was a fly on the wall kind of watching. But overall, I'm gonna give it they did the average of what they always do, which is slightly above average. I will give it a out of a 25, I'm gonna give it a 20. And let's see, the storyline and plot. I did like this storyline for this episode, although I didn't agree with everything. I think what Stacey Marks did was idiotic. I think that scene with Miguel and the hitman was horrible. The basement fight scene with Tommy, I do like it, and then I kind of don't like it. I like that Tommy didn't win. I don't like that Tommy didn't get beat up enough in a way. Kind of like escaped a good haymaker or something, It's just like he did start it by pushing Diamond in the back. I know you ain't put your hand on me. You touched me, Tommy. That's not part of coalition rules. Anyway, I'll give that a the Vic taking out dude in his apartment and then he end up in the trunk. You know how heavy dead weight is, and I don't know. Like I say, I should stop even trying to be rational. I'm gonna give this. Good grief. That's why I have a different category for entertaining, because I was about to say it was entertaining. So I'm gonna give this storyline. I did like the Stacey Marks beginning scene with her, although I was about to say, why they kicking in the door and cussing her out? I'm glad it was a dream. I'll give it a 20. I'll give it a 20. It wasn't the worst, it wasn't the best. It kept me interested. It was entertaining, but if I think about it too much, holy moly. Special effect, makeup, costumes. I do like the costume that old girl was wearing in the bathroom with Jannard. I mean, that right there, excellent wardrobe. Overall, they were on point with normal stuff. Although I don't like them beating the hell out of that Lambo truck. What the hell? Who gonna get the dents out of that? The dents in the hood was worse than the headlights and the windshield. The dents in the hood, he gonna need a new hood. But more importantly, did they destroy that car for the episode? I don't know. I'm overthinking this one for real. But damn. Better get Mako in this mug straight up. But I'll give the special effect makeup. Plus, they did shoot Stacey Marks. I'll give it a 20, 22. Probably not the most special effects they've done, but she did beat the hell out that car. I guess that ain't a special effect, though. But then last, the entertaining fun factor. It was an entertaining episode. I'll give it a 20. I give it a 20. I give it a 23 in entertainment, actually. I like that fight with Tommy. I liked a couple other. I like Stacy Marks getting shot. I wonder what my boy Steve gonna say. Stacy Marks. Now, did you know Stacy Marks got shot? Uh-huh. See, they had a gun and they shot her with it. Yep, Tommy did it. Did you know Tommy shot her? Stacy Marks, you know she dead, so that means she won't be back. Did you know that? That's how it works. When you get shot, you don't come back. Yep. Normally, yeah, you dead. Yep, she dead. That's what she got shot. She died. So I wonder how Steve feel. I probably just said it. Anyway, overall, it come out to about an 85, which, an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, it did have some things entertaining. I liked it. I'm looking forward to checking it out again. Look at Stacy Marks pulling her little fake ass wannabe detective move, thinking she gonna take down the toughest criminal in the city on her own. Like, really? Really? Who you think you is? Anyway, y'all like my Steve? Now, Stacey Mark, she thought she was going to arrest him. She came there with a gun and thought she was going to got shot. Died. And then she died and got shot. We ain't got Steve, but we got my man. What's good, my brother? How you doing?
What's up, man? What's up?
No, nothing much, man. Been busy week, man, for me. I got a lot going on this week, but I'm still here for the power. Gotta have a few good laughs and things.
I didn't
So
know he was gonna be here. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough, man, but I made it. I got it. I went to sleep at like 7 o'clock, 6 something. Try to make sure I get some rest because I was
Oh, before. Okay, okay.
yeah. Otherwise, if I don't go to sleep and I'm up till about 8 or 9. I'm
Yeah,
oversleep.
be
All
dead.
right. For real, for real. But what you think about this episode? We see Stacy Marks. She gone. We
Mm,
finally see the fight with Tommy and Diamond. Miguel almost got taken out with the worst hitman in history.
okay. So my problem is that all the big stuff I think was done bad. Like the attempted kill,
Mm.
it was bad.
For who?
And then it turned
Miguel?
into a monologue. That was just weird.
I know.
Then
Screaming at the
the
wind.
the fight in the basement, whatever, that was terrible. You got a guy that's supposed to be a fighter for a long time. They don't even throw punches for real. Then you show Tommy trying to run away. That just got goofy, man.
Multiple times he tried to
Yeah,
run out of there.
it
That
was
was
goofy.
horrible.
Yeah, and then all these guys are all killers, and they're like, "Oh, get him!" Like, they,
That actually was real, I think, though.
yeah, it
I've
just looked
seen
weird though.
people, yeah, it did look off, but I've seen people like, cheer on a fight and everybody.
Yeah. I
But
think the sound, for some reason, the way this sound came out, it came out weird with Tommy on one side yelling and then
Diamond.
Diamond on the other side yelling. It came off crazy. They were just yelling like, "You're out of this." No, I'm in this. Like it's just you say CBI too many times in this show and coalition. Like
They were that
there's
coalition.
nothing else going on.
I know. The
Yeah.
worst part of that fight, though, was Tommy trying to run out of there too many times. That
Yeah.
was
I didn't like that.
that was horrible,
That was
horrible.
too weird.
Yeah, he
Um,
would have had no respect on the out of those guys if he started a fight with Diamond. Then when Diamond turned around, you
yeah,
ran out of the base.
Miguel had no gun,
That
and
was horrible
that
too.
oh man, I was like when you said it, like right away, like okay, you shoot the guy, and that's it. Like this is like the scene could have been 2 seconds,
For real.
it wouldn't even be a scene. It would just cut to
Mhm,
something else. But
mhm.
yeah, that
I
was just. And then when you gotta watch the guy again, make a phone call again, and then the guy makes You get more
Yeah,
money, and then you threaten the next guy.
he sucks.
It's just weird, you know.
For real. What you think about this scene really made me upset as far as I thought it was stupid. But Stacy Marks was doing too much all episode. When she went to Tommy's house and was talking to Maria, I'm like,
Yeah,
why are you at his house? And she let
there's.
her in to a little extent, but
I mean, there was a lot of characters in the episode that were um not. I don't want to say going for broke, but kind of exposing their plan in
aspiration.
a way,
Uh,
which could just be, we're getting close, but they're almost doing it like every episode. Everybody's making the same type of leap or the same type of like decision, like, oh, it ends now, like we kill him tomorrow, like it's a little too choreographed looking, if that
mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah, because
Because
they
like
ain't been
obviously
acting that way all this time. Now they
yeah,
make all the
exactly.
mistakes at the same time, right?
Like what's her name, Shanti, completely is trusting Tommy now. You're basically saying i s- I screwed it up with everybody else besides the one guy that she thinks that she can trust, but the guy was in the basement, so he's with them too,
Yeah, her
you know.
whole thing is just
And you gave everything
trash.
to Tommy basically, knowing that basically Tommy is essentially by himself. So you're saying, all right, you cheated on me, you're back on that. I'm just gonna basically expose everything and trust Tommy with it. And what, have my own back, I guess?
I know, and that's
Because she
why I'm
had
glad
Jannard,
Jannard
she
checked
needed Jannard.
her in that bathroom when she
Yeah,
come. But he like, man, you've been using me, and you
yeah,
finally, But the way she came at him, it's crazy because it never made sense to us as viewers to begin with how she got this leeway. But basically, it seems to me she got the leeway by helping him get clean. And
yeah,
then that's her way to get into the game in a way. So,
yeah.
did she really help him get clean because she loved him, or did she see an opportunity with him?
Yeah, she needed that. Yeah. Like the
Right.
same thing with when 50 went to his cousin and she helped him and she got him back on his feet, and then he
Jukebox.
ended up killing her.
Right.
Yeah.
But she was really helping him because she wanted to get that money and get revenge too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
same type
right.
of, yeah, 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 yeah.
Going off the rails. Yvonne Cox says Shawnee gonna go rogue. I think so too. I think she trying to maybe position with Tommy to have him have her back and trust her maybe as well. And one of the things I was thinking about is why was all of a sudden she liking Tommy. But here's the thing, I can understand the reason why actually, but they didn't change the character at that moment. And the reason why, if they wanted to do it right, is remember that they had that shootout and kind of saved each other life. If they would have played it where she appreciated it then, which it act like it was nothing to her when it happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if she'd have been like, damn, Tommy, I thought different about you. Good shit, you looked out, this and that. Then if she'd have said or acted that way, then we'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Now they warming up to each other. They've been through some,
That's the problem with strong female characters. That's always becomes the flaw.
yeah,
That it's like, you know, if you try to defend them, it's like, I don't need you. But if you don't, then you didn't look out. So then it's
right.
like, so you're independent. So why you need somebody else?
And that's the problem with that is because they
Yeah.
want to act or be strong. It's
Hmm.
sort of not comparing it to, you know, people that are transitioning or whatever and how they are a hyper version of whatever they try to be, whether
Hmm.
man or woman, something. I'm not saying that, but in the sense that if she was a man in that situation, that's what a man would have said and looked out and did. Say
Yeah.
me and you got beef and we beefing, but some dudes come in and try to take us out, and we band together and take them out. You know what? Our beef ain't as bad no more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be like, you know what, man? Let's squash this and that. We would have said something and worked
And
it out.
it's not even submissive either.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Because as men, we see it as rational.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And so, but if they try to do it with that woman in the role, they got a confusion of where is it submissive or rational.
yeah,
And so they'll choose an irrational choice sometime to avoid looking or appearing submissive. But that irrational choice is not a realistic choice for a person in that thing. So it throws it off in a way. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes you rather somebody write a character as a human that happens to be female or male, instead of she decided this because she's female. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
Right. Exactly. So,
yeah.
you know, but anyway, what else happened? Oh, you know what else happened this episode that I thought, what the F? Tommy went to go see her while she was at a. First of all, how does Tommy know this stuff? This is,
Oh, when
Chicago
she
ain't.
was in like eating or whatever, she
Yeah,
was
at
sitting
that
down.
bar or restaurant. Like, first of all, Chicago's so busy. You'd have
The
to
way
be
she said,
following.
"What are you doing here?"
Right. How you know when she was going to get off work or go where she going or that she had free time today or this or that or you had the same time available to do this and anyway, for
It
him to meet
looks
her in
more like
public is horrible.
reality TV
Exactly.
because you said
Exactly.
the scene, and then like two people. I don't know if you see behind the scenes stuff, but like if me and you have an argument, it's gonna work more if it's females because we'll have the same conversation 9 times. You'll apologize, and then I said it wasn't genuine, and then you do it again. So it'll be like you'll set the scene, and then you have to talk to the establishment. You have to
Mhm.
rent it out. You have to get security. You got to get the cameras in there. It looks it looks too much like a show when they do that.
It
There's
does.
nothing. It doesn't flow at all. It's almost like they're saying, "Okay, action." I don't know why.
They would have been better off cutting that scene and then they could have just had Tommy text that burner
It
phone.
did nothing. Yeah, it did
Exactly.
nothing. Yeah.
If
That's what I mean.
anything,
So sometimes they want to give us things
the
for the
effect.
trailers.
Oh, okay.
I think that I mean, I'm nobody, but I think they're worried about. We talked about this last time. I think they're worried about that too much because it brings
What part?
nobody else.
You mean the trailer?
Having yeah, the little things like if you really watch it, the trailers, um, it'll always be like a word or two that's not in there that
Mm,
changes the context completely,
right.
which is the
Trying to
thing that
throw
we
us
saw,
off.
and then we're like, oh, he's gonna say this in the next one, and then it's like, oh, he said something else, or there was something else before it.
Hmm.
So it's like, no, I don't think anybody's coming to watch it because of those things.
Right.
Like,
They wasting their time doing that
yeah,
because
there
the
was like
people watching
three,
that in the between 6 and 7 are your same viewers. You're not gaining new viewers.
yeah.
Right.
The Mireya conversation was online already.
Right.
Like,
Right.
for what? Like, that's supposed to be like a big deal. Like, if you want us to, while we're watching it, if you want us to think, oh, damn, maybe Mireya goes against Tommy or against Miguel or something, cool. Let me feel that moment when it's happening, not like 3 days ago. And then people are like, oh man, I know what's gonna happen. And then it doesn't. But I told you that that's how
Making the videos on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're getting paid for that. I told you
Right.
this was what was gonna happen to Stacy was gonna be eventually she's gonna come in with a gun. Cause that's just how it goes. Eventually they give up on being the good guy, and then they take it on their own to do it, and then they're not ready. I mean, it's but
Bad
the
way to
gun
get
on the
rid.
side, that is insane.
That was horrible, man.
That was
You see how low that
crazy.
gun was, man, on the side. Oh,
That military does that, but that's because you're already holding a
right.
rifle
Right.
and you
Exactly.
don't want it to bump.
Exactly. That ain't your primary
So
weapon.
that's not
And
how a
she had
normal
it
person would do
loose.
it.
And it was loose on her leg. It normally will be tighter so you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
grab.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
So much was wrong with that.
You're supposed to have coordinators figure
You
all
are.
that out. And
You are.
you could have still had you could have had it on the hip and still have Tommy beat her to it.
Yeah. You could
Yeah,
have.
there's ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had like like a little safety on the holster. There's so many things you could have done.
Because if she was really trying to cover her ass and you meeting with Tommy, I would have
Yeah.
had my gun in my hand,
Yeah, you gotta
already loaded, and my hands would have been in my pocket of my coat.
and you
And then we
threatening
would have
somebody
did
with
something.
life in prison.
For real. And you
You're
know we just
saying
killed Claudia.
you're going to prison for the all right. What is Tommy gonna be like? All right, you got me.
I know,
When
right?
has that ever worked though? Oh,
Never.
and so Tommy is now known for well, not that he's known, but for killing two people that are like in like going for governor, one for governor,
Right.
one for mayor.
Who else he killed?
Well, supposedly Tasha blamed him for ghost.
Oh yeah, Ghost.
So this is like his thing now.
I forgot
If
all
you get into
about that.
politics, he's like, oh no, no, no.
Uh, Shout out to McDam. What's good with you? Say
I
Rojas,
come
what
back and
up?
watch it.
Just woke up. Gotta watch the episode. It's interesting, good
Oh, he
episode.
just woke up.
I know, right? But yeah, man, you got a good point, man, with that. And Stacy Marks, that's so idiotic, man. She had nothing to gain with meeting Tommy by herself like that. She crying in the office by herself. She thinking she gonna fix it. She could have just had Tommy had a warrant and had him arrested at his house. I'm sure it's guns or drugs there or something. You know what I'm saying? She
All
didn't
they
have to
did
go and
was
do that on her own.
all the show did with Stacy was give the Zhang
Yeah, I know, right?
give him her spot,
Nah,
and then basically give what's the husband the
motive to want to get revenge or something.
yeah,
He
but
probably
like
kills Tommy.
yeah, but like that's all they did.
Right.
Yeah, well,
That's
see, that's how
probably the only
Hightown
thing they
ended.
could think of a way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they ended Hightown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the old girl got shot.
No, they got the like they got the cop to finally just kill the like the criminal basically that they've been following the whole time. Just like fuck it, I'll get in trouble. We're not gonna let him go to jail and then get out. Like we'll just do this.
And that cop would have had hell in prison.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, that's the thing with this. I think maybe they set it up this way. Um, because at the rate that they've made Tommy with the plot armor, it's like almost that he won't get killed in the streets. You probably
yeah. They
need
made it
somebody
crazy.
like,
They made it. Yeah, they made it
yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah, you
like
probably
he
need
can't even
Stacey
get beat up.
Mark's
Really,
husband to go rogue.
they could have at least let him get beat up.
That too. They
Yeah, that
didn't
would
let
have
him
been
win, but they
crazy.
didn't let him get beat up though, which he
Yeah,
should have.
yeah. So it's a pointless scene.
That's
It
true.
doesn't.
This to
You
show
could have
the
done it with an
danger of
argument.
it. Right. He could have just right. He didn't have to put his hands on him, which is
Yeah,
why most grown men don't put their hands on each other because then it can go too far. And
but they
Ty
were acting
when they all
like
killers and he by himself.
they were acting like cousins or brothers. They're like they don't really want to fight.
Right.
Like they've only
Right.
known each other for a little bit. We could have
And
been
Tommy the
partners. I
odd
was like,
man out.
yeah, yeah. Tommy said we could have been partners. Like you've been trying to fucking bully this guy, talking
I
about he
know.
number two.
I am the coalition.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
All
glad
his
he told
lines
Tommy
have
he a
that now.
visitor. Yeah, you a visitor. About time they said that. And Jannar was smiling when Diamond was saying,
Yeah, I think he could tell that Tommy could tell that Jannar kept acting a little confident. So he
mm-hmm.
was kind of like, what's going on? But remember, he already knew from Shanti that,
Now Tommy was kind of he was going hard on Jannar. Jannar saying he had basically a crackhead, a junkie, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he like
A lot of
you're my
focus went on
brother,
that.
huh?
A lot of his focus went on that.
I know, right? I mean,
He's high right now.
I know that was funny when he wasn't. That's what's crazy. at least they ain't showed Jannard have no relapse. So, and he didn't say nothing about that car. Why we didn't see him see his car? But
You don't think? Wait, so you don't think he's on drugs though?
no,
That's what the girl had in the bathroom.
but we didn't see him take it.
But
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he had
Y'all
it.
let me know in the comments. Y'all think he got high with old girl? I mean, hey, that was pretty tempting. I ain't gonna lie. He might have.
He was trying to take her life, or I don't know if he was trying to have sex and take her life.
Well, I could be wrong, but a lot of these young folks out here like to choke it out. I've heard that before. I ain't seen it on the show, and I don't watch choke out porn, so I would.
He
But
ain't young.
well, I guess I'm getting old, man.
Yeah, he not young.
People in their 30s or younger like to choke, and women like it too.
Oh no, no,
So
I'm not. I'm not. I'm with you. I'm saying I was making fun of it too.
I
Uh,
know. I'm just saying,
yeah.
like, yeah,
Okay.
you
I didn't
think
really think he was trying to kill her.
I'm just saying the point of I don't think the drugs made him choke is where I'm going.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah,
just what people
yeah.
do nowadays. Is
I thought he did look different in the
inside them
in the
guts. Yeah, he
basement.
looked different inside them guts. Hey,
No, okay. So remember how he was like a different kind of man. You're just looking at it like he finally said something to
nah,
what's
I'm
her
looking
name?
at it as like I was in the middle of smashing. My thing's still hard. You just bust in, argue with me. I don't, man. I'm in the middle of feeling good and bad all at the same time, and you just stopped and oh my god, and you talk. That's what I'm.
Okay, so think
That's
about
a
if
lot
it's
on my mind right now. If she'd have came five
yeah.
minutes later and then bust, I'd be like, all right, what'd you think? What? Whatever.
Think about how he was still trying to talk to her like like it could have been fixed, like it was just a mistake. And
Mhm.
she talked about him like he was back in drugs. I'm
Well,
not saying he did it,
I
but
know, but that's probably her go-to move. You ain't shit, you drug junkie. Look at you, this and that. He was drinking. I'm not saying he didn't. I didn't see it, and I didn't
yeah.
think he was acting different. He was acting to me like a dude trying to smash something
So you
fire.
don't remember when he
Happy.
snorted? You don't remember when he went
It's on right
when
now.
he was arguing with her?
I think he be doing this like
No, he did it with the sound. Yeah, he did it with the sound.
I think he just sniffling.
I don't
No, it
I
go
don't
girl again. Good
you try to
grief.
help him out.
Shorty banging, man. She in great shape.
That I don't know how people fall for that. Like it looks like such a setup
Well, he in
when
the strip club.
yeah, but it looked like I don't maybe because we're watching the show.
Well, you go to
Eh,
strip clubs?
I used to.
I've been. I'm not gonna say I go
Yeah.
all the time, but every time I've been, I actually ain't even been since I've been injured. So that shows how long the last time I've been 14, 15 years ago. But anyway, they come up to you and they very nice and but of course they want money, they want dances. So
Yeah.
some guys go there because they treat you so nice and give you so much
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the way she came at him seemed real to me because it ain't I didn't if he thought she really liked him, well, he's an idiot. You know what I mean? She wants you to
Yeah.
come to that room and break bread. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I have been to a strip club recently. Last year in Texas, I was at the strip club, and oh my goodness gracious, I tell
Yeah. See, it's
you,
not like that here. Virginia's not like that.
boy, they was fully nude in there, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
telling
can't.
you, woo-wee, who said there's no sex in the champagne room? Not that I paid, I had paying $200-300, but hey, they actually was trying to talk the price down to like 150. But I ain't paying no $150 to do it. Come home with something you ain't gonna never get rid of in this world.
Yeah.
So it ain't that deep. But for some guys, I know you seen Kill Tony where they be talking about that big white boy with all that weird hair and them glasses. I was at the strip club, I paid
Yeah.
them
Yeah. Yeah.
50. He done got them all in trouble and
He was
everything.
giving out a lot of information.
He done told the whole game. I go to strip club and name such and such on such and such street.
Yeah. He was
And this
tripping,
one stripper
man.
let me go ahead and squeeze, squirt in there for $50. And I only had such and such. and she said this, and I said, well, you got kids?
That boy was crazy.
Man, he told everything. Then he came back on. He like, yeah, they tried to sue me, and one of them want to cut me, and I got fired from my job. I'm like, yeah, what you thought?
Yeah, you get people arrested, business
For
closed,
real.
all kinds of shit.
For real. You messed up money. You big goofy. That's why they made you pay, because you're
Just to
goofy.
brag.
Right. That's
That's
why
a
you
bad
got
brag.
paid. For real. I paid and I screwed her in the corner with no condom. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Dude, I never in my life ever considered having sex with no stripper without a condom. See, I left without a condom on. I've considered it with a condom, but without,
Yeah.
hell no, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never considered that. Now, I ain't say I've
Nah,
done, I say considered. Whether I've done something or not, that's another show. Anyway, here go the scene of him smashing old girl. Her boobies do look kind of fake though, but I wouldn't complain. But let's see. She stuck her tongue out walking out. Shanti would have smashed her head in the door.
yeah, it was weird how you let her walk by you.
She
And
like,
she was saying it was good.
huh?
She said it was good too.
After she beat that white girl, she would have beat the brakes off this girl, pulled her track out, her big ass titties hanging out all over the place. She wouldn't have been able to hang with Shanta. She'd have been
She was like saying, yeah, all right, chill. Like, like she didn't want Shanti to be mad.
Jannar trying to break up the fight with a hard stick. Oh, hold on. Man, ain't nothing worse. I don't think I've ever done this, so I'm assuming. But ain't nothing worse than you smashing and your thangalang still hard and you get into a middle of an argument or a fight.
Because it's
That
slowly
ain't
gonna go
happened.
away.
Yeah, that ain't happened to me, thank God. Because that, what? You talk about a flip of the switch.
You slowly lose the argument.
See, he was putting this, man, you ain't, she smacked the hell out of his hand. Yeah, we'd had to get out that bathroom. But that is also disrespectful, putting your fingers in my face
It
like
looks
that.
bad. It looks bad even when you did it.
I know, right? What you say to me, fool?
The long nail.
The long nail of the law.
And we didn't get to see Stacy even get to the gun.
She's a joke. She shouldn't even went there and did that. Look at Shanti punched him.
Sometimes it's just like that when you have when you write the last episode for somebody, it's
Mm-hmm.
like we gonna get you to do 7 scenes and progress everybody else, and you going, you're done.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Because also, on a personal note,
I didn't get the last scene.
hey, that's where I'm going. Look.
I know.
Also, I'm being funny. But I saw she's actually a comic. We cool. The woman that was Diamond's friend with the big titties. Then she was getting the stuff in the basement. Diamond talking about, we moving fentanyl, and you gonna do what I think.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh my God.
The
He's
she works in the prison, right?
yeah. I was wondering if she was gonna be back. I didn't message her or whatever. I don't know why I can't remember her name right now. She actually been on the channel and did an interview and stuff. Why I can't remember her name right now. I feel bad, but I'm bad with names, so don't take it personal. But I was wondering if she would be back, because I'm like, damn, if they cancel my thing, they probably cancel a few storylines, because like the Mexican dude, my right hand man, they
Hmm.
didn't cancel his job. If they cancel mine, the lawyer, the agent lawyer probably canceled her since they canceled my thing. I was just thinking, just on a side note, not tonight. So then when I saw her today, I'm like, they brought this big titty mama back. Could have brought my ass back. What the hell? You still moving drugs in my turf in my prisons. But I don't want to hate, because she do look good, especially we getting older. So I don't want to
They
get
use
old.
showing Diamond being that way to everybody now.
I know he drunk,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Turn into
she,
ghost.
I know, right? She was trying to have her belly out, and it looked like she had a few kids. But hey, it's all good. The only reason I thought about that is because we saw this little young thing up in here with her belly out, and I mean that damn belly looked brand new. Still had the receipt.
Still got the receipt.
That belly and booty look brand new, okay? And them tickle bitties, she just got them filled because they was like filled to capacity by the bus, which
Yo,
that ain't good, man. Women don't get no implants.
today we were I'm not gonna take long, but today I was at a basketball game for my niece,
Hmm.
and my sister works in the hospital. She's pregnant right now, and she's like 2 months, 3 months away. And this lady that knows her sees her holding the baby in her lap, and she's all confused. She's holding my daughter in her lap, and she's like, "Ah." And he said, "No, no, that's my brother." But it's like, how this lady really think that this 2-year-old came out? Like,
Right.
it was, and she's a doctor too.
Get
I was
out of
like,
here.
I'm like, yo, this lady tripping.
Goofy. What she thought a Benjamin Button just squeezed up out
I
of
was
her?
like, yo, what?
She probably, I'd hate to ask her ethnicity. European descent.
Yeah, it was like white lady.
And of course, she talking about some, you guys, the people of color amaze me all the time.
Yeah, like they
You guys
different.
raise your
Yeah,
kids. I mean,
yeah.
they say black or brown doesn't crack. I mean, I thought he was a newborn. I didn't know.
I was like, yo, I took
Goofy.
my baby back. I was like,
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Darnell! They go to Darnell back. He got a slick head, don't he?
Darnell, just kill him already. Like, just get this shit over with.
Just kill
Nobody gonna feel anything.
him. He said, just kill him. Oh, man. I know, right? I mean, Darnell, man, they got him in a way kind of confused in my book. Like, is he in the streets? Is he gonna be with old girl? Maybe he young, trying to figure it out still. But I don't know, man. I think that we should have probably seen whatever gonna happen with his storyline, as well as Marshall. They ain't really doing nothing with him. I guess they like he's just gonna keep going. We won't know what happens with him.
I know,
Uh,
but they keep doing. Oh, I was thinking like so. First, I was thinking, of course, right? They're doing the same thing with D Mac that they did with Tariq, Ghost, and Kanan, right? Smart guys. Are you gonna go to college, or are you gonna stay? But this
right.
guy got to go for a GED. So let's stop calling him smart.
I know, right?
We're skipping that.
He,
Uh,
we skipping that.
yeah,
He at least got a harder road to go. You can
yeah,
still be smart, but you can't be talking about you going to Morehouse with you don't even have the GED
yeah.
yet,
He doesn't have it yet. Yeah,
right? Like that's not accurate. So I guess the way they tried to convince us as the audience that he is smart, even though he a dropout, is she said what he had on the ACT or SAT.
1400, 1400.
1400. It's been so long since I looked at that stuff. I forgot what's a good score.
1600 is perfect, I think, right?
Okay. I forgot. I thought it was like an 18 or something. Or it might be 16. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know
But
anymore.
even if he'd have got a 1600, they wouldn't have let him in with no grades and stuff,
They
And
gonna prove that he's gonna come in. The fuck?
exactly. And Morehouse, man, I actually wanted to go to that school and my grades wasn't good enough to go, and I wasn't no GED. I was a C student.
You ain't doing no community service.
Nope,
You're not doing no job. You
nope. I
just
ain't do nothing.
no,
Then
no,
they
no. I'm saying not no like
him
DMAC.
right. I know, but I get what you're saying. If I ain't do it, it ain't making. I know he ain't making it,
If
but
it's a competitive school and you not doing anything and you don't even have a GED yet, I don't. What are we even talking about? That was
mm,
just weird.
and a lot of people may not be familiar with Morehouse because it is a predominantly black school.
But is it an HBCU?
I actually think it is. It's one
Okay,
of the few.
we have NSU, Norfolk State University, which is where Michael Vick coaches at.
Okay. I
Yeah.
actually, when I was going to school, I had applications to damn near all the HBCUs because at my school they had all that stuff, Norfolk State and Bethune Cookman and all kind of shit all over the place. But it's a few, probably like five or so HBCUs that actually got money because they actually, not that other HBCUs don't produce good people, but they actually produce good people that made good money and then gave endowments.
Get back. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Howard University or Morehouse Spelman. Maybe I'm not sure about Tuskegee. They may still have it. That's Booker T. Washington stuff. But anyway, it's a few that got money, and they got requirements and standards. So anyway, we'll see if they do some boys in the hood. He just got his GED acceptance or Morehouse acceptance, and then he get taken out. D Mac Dickie instead of Ricky Dickie.
I was laughing thinking that I was like, please don't get the storyline that Marshall did on The Shy. Start
Uh,
writing a book. How
damn
about you
near the
was
same storyline, ain't it? Close.
I was like, please don't do that.
hmm Grambling University is another one. I believe that's in what, Louisiana, Grambling. And Xavier University. I started to go to Xavier University for pharmacy, street pharmacy. But no, Xavier University in New Orleans, they have a big pharmacy thing, and I didn't want to be no pharmacist, but it did make good money. It's a
It's
good
money,
career.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
money.
and so I was trying to decide, but at the time in the '90s, New Orleans was wild. I should have went actually, but I didn't. I'm like, man, I ain't going to that country ass New Orleans and don't let me soldier gold teeth and people going crazy. I should have went and got some of that gumbo. Then I could have been like Jannard.
New Orleans gonna have that new show with Samuel L. Jackson, the Tulsa King spinoff.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm. Hey, New Orleans is, you know, after Katrina, a lot of the soul got lost and they took away a lot of stuff. But um, before that, New Orleans, man, I should have went. And I still have never been to New Orleans, or as they say, Nolans. But from all the things that I've seen, read, talk with people, I regret not getting there, and I would like to go there. It's one of the oldest cities in the U.S. A lot of people forget that. Yeah, the U.S. was first with the Pilgrims and the colonies, but people forget that the Spanish was in Florida right after the Pilgrims. So they've been in Florida for the longest before America was settled. And then the French was in New Orleans and they owned that. And so, and then a lot of this stuff still carries on to this day, different cultures and things like St. Augustine, Florida, I believe, is the oldest city in America. It's like 100 years older than America.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man,
I've been out
Florida.
there.
Yeah, Florida. Let me double check because I hate being wrong on stuff, but I'm positive that it's in Florida, and I believe it's St. Augustine. But but yeah, man, Florida, man, been actually developed and settled, if not longer, just as long as other
And things
parts of
been shirt
America.
off.
Yeah, I know I'm hot up in here too. I'm about to.
I
Man, my
got another shirt.
electricity and gas bills have been going out the roof, man. They charged me a $300 deposit on my electricity bill, then said they were going to give me a disconnect notice. My electricity bill was $200. So then that put it to $500. I paid
Yeah,
the
man.
$200, but then they saying I got to pay the 300 or they're going to disconnect me. I wouldn't owe this if you didn't do this, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
owing you. And now you're saying you're gonna disconnect me for some bit, man. I
And
broke
that stuff
down.
is we had it here. We had it happen here once. I've been here 5 years. It
Mm,
happened once. Um, I don't know. I think I probably just changed the, when you go from the first to the 15th, and then I was like, no, it's supposed to be here because she had just went on deployment,
mm-hmm.
and they disconnected it, and I paid it like a few minutes later.
And they ain't
And the
supposed to
moment
disconnect
they
veterans,
get the
man.
money, they turn it on.
I know,
I
I
was like,
know. Yeah, that just lets you know the game
I'm gonna
is.
turn the AC on.
Yeah, they can turn your stuff off and turn it right back on. Like they really got control over us,
I
man.
was like, hold up.
Yeah, I've been through that before a few times, so it's been a minute, but at least 20 years, which is what pissed me off. Like, dude, I ain't got disconnected in like 20 years. Why y'all sweating my nards?
It's like, you guys know me.
For real. And what's making it so bad because I did get disconnected before being broke trying to make it. They charged me the $300 deposit then, which was a nightmare to pay. And after like 10 years of paying my bill on time and this and that, they probably damn near 15 years. But anyway, they refunded my deposit. But what they did, and I forgot all about it. But what they did is just credit it to your account. And that's what they
Oh,
were
okay.
trying to do. Yeah, so I didn't have a bill for like 3 months or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, give me
They
my
kept the
damn
money
money
in
back.
house. Yeah, they
Yeah,
kept the money in house.
exactly. Like, and they was trying to tell me that with the deposit, like, okay, but after 5 or 6 months, they give it back. I'm like, yeah, but it's gonna be a credit to my account. Whereas I want my $300 in my pocket right now. And I
Yeah,
can,
now, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like I don't want a $300 credit to my account. And
You gotta eat the light bulb.
I know, right? You fucking damn. But here you go. I pulled it up. It say the oldest continuously inhabited European founded, because a lot of people forget that Spanish is a European language and Spain is European. But anyway, is St. Augustine, Florida, established by the Spanish in 1565. Think about it. The America wasn't founded until 1776. So that was 1565, 1665, 1765. It's 200 and what? 10 years? St. Augustine,
That's what Trump
Florida.
did. The military got paid 1776 today.
Yeah, yeah, which that was also, that's one of their little racist things when they say that is to what overturn something or whatever. That's that's a dog whistle number. So when because they were putting it on X or whatever like a year or two ago or whatever, if you write that into something, then that's like it's some racist stuff. So when
Oh,
he paid that amount, that's him signaling to them and showing that he is in step with that Agenda 2025 and all the stuff they doing. It's like that's what it was. It wasn't about the year of the country. They used that number. I'll pull it up because I'm not saying it exactly right. Because of
I
course
mean, we
I ain't
still about
racist.
to we still gonna spend it, but go ahead.
I get you. I would too. But that's what they're doing, though. They're
Oh,
playing.
okay.
Yeah. So let's see.
Oh,
Let's
it's
see.
too small for me. I'm trying to see it
No,
too.
I'm gonna read it. I'll read it. Let me see. What do racists? It said people
What do
exist.
races?
Racists say 1776. Racist and far right groups use 1776 to evoke a vision of America's founding that they believe is under attack by narratives highlighting racial injustice. The reference has become a symbol of white nationalist and anti government ideology, often in direct opposition of historical accounts, such as the 1619 Project that center on slavery and its legacy. So when you hear these things, it's like a lot of people aren't getting it, or you'll think of the original thing, but
Hmm.
they've perverted and changed stuff, and they're using this as like why they say dog whistle, because dog can hear things that we can't.
No, we can. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So when they
Different
doing this,
tones.
Yeah, so that was like a big slap in the face to all of the military by paying this amount because it's showing this race, just like they trying to get every military person of color that's got any rank out of there because they want to try to reshape it in a certain white nationalist image. They try, man, it's just, man, I go on and on. We talking about power tonight, so I don't want to go on. I've been, one of the things that's really been bothering me actually is I ain't been able to do my other shows where on a Monday or a Sunday and we talk about what's going on in the world. I ain't been able to do that being so busy and stuff with this vending business and this app and stuff. But man, it's so much stuff I got to talk about and stories I've been saving that we'll do about 5 hours when I get up in here next time, man. For real, man. Did you all know that the Kennedy Center, and I actually been to the Kennedy Center when my school took us to Washington D.C. class trip. We went to the White House. We went to the Washington Monument, Jefferson Center. Anyway, the Kennedy Center is like a place for nice events.
Yeah, I saw it in the eye with
Yeah, Trump said he gonna make them rename it the Trump Kennedy Center. He's making them rename, put his name on. What? This dude,
just
first of
because.
all, yeah. What? Why are you not realizing that when you gone, all this stuff gonna get taken off and tore
Yeah,
down?
they just switch it back. Yeah,
Like you wasting your time,
yeah, yeah.
And then what else did he just do?
That's what executive orders are. They just kind of the first thing the
Exactly.
next guy got to do is like, oh, you know, I gotta undo 300 things the last guy did.
Mm-hmm. Because they're not laws really. Because
Yes. Yeah.
Congress didn't put it in. But did you see he built like a wall of fame or something with the plaques of the presidents in the White House? It's like a wall of fame or walk of fame, and
No.
and under each picture it's like a caption. It'd be like a picture of Joe Biden. It said, "This is Sleepy Joe Biden, the
Oh
worst
Jesus
president in
Christ.
history. He did this and that." It wasn't until Trump said everything, every president, even going back to Reagan, got a mention about Trump in it. Like every president, it got it. Man, this dude is insane,
That's
man.
crazy stuff.
Crazy. Y'all got to look it up. It's insane. It's hilarious. It's unbelievable. And it's people that read it on a couple things that I look. Oh my goodness gracious! Who believes this stuff? Why would you? Oh man, like I say, we gonna get sidetracked on that one, man. Let me get to another guy. Eva say the CIA can use smart TV to spy. Man, let me tell y'all something. That anything digital is already spying on you. Your phone know more about you than any of this spying on you. It know where you go. It know when you use it. It know if you up at night. It know when you go to sleep. It know how fast you travel. Because if you in a car, the GPS, it can tell how fast you going.
Yeah,
Direction,
you have the
everything.
GPS, and I have the Uber app, so that tracks it too.
Yeah. But even like anything, like your phone is tracking, it's pinging to every tower. It knows who you talking to. It knows who you texting. It knows if you and me and Christian are next to each other. It knows we're next to each other because it's ping your phone. You don't need no damn TV. Your phone. It got everything. It's spying on you. Everything. It know what websites you look at. It know how long you look. It know what you scroll. It knows what you buy. It know, man. A
Yeah,
TV
that's why it
the
comes
least of
up.
your worries.
That's why
Yeah,
sometimes you don't search and it comes up and you're like, hey, I was
because
just
it's
talking about this
listening.
shit.
It's always listening with the microphone, the keywords. Like I want to buy a new TV. Well, if I go and look and then I see an ad for a TV, that ain't coincidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The phone, this is the whole reason why analog TVs and analog phones would discontinue. It wasn't because when we had the flips and the analog phones, oh, they didn't work. They worked excellent. And
Yeah.
they can't track you. With digital, now it became a closed loop. They can track you. You can't get no more burner phones. These phones, Tommy and them saying the burner phones, they're not actually burner phones. They're still tracked and everything. It just don't have their name on it.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
could be a prepaid phone, or so it's still tracking, still listening, still doing it. It just don't have their name on it. Because when we set up phones now, you got to set up Google or whatever, and you got to put your information, and you stuck.
It's gonna be powered by something.
Right. But
Yeah,
before, I used to have burner phone, and you could go and basically you gonna steal in somebody else's minutes or plan. You paying somebody else to put it through for you, and eventually they'll have so many minutes on their plan. They'll find out, and then they'll cancel, and then you'll have to get a new number. That's why they call it a burner phone, because eventually it's gonna be burn up, and you'll have to get a new number. Because this is back when you used to pay by the minute. So if I got a phone plan that's supposed to be $100 a month, and now I got a $500 bill because somebody else done hijacking using my service, basically, then that's another reason they canceled that, which I get it, because the phone companies now can't bill that customer because they didn't use it.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
come after the other person. So here it
They lose
is
out.
again with a closed loop of trapping people to be debt slaves. Same thing with electricity. Why you can't go get solar panels and battery system, disconnect from the grid, and just power your own thing? They'll say that's illegal. They won't want you to do it, all kind of things. But the reason really why is because now you're free. If you don't have to pay your rent because your house is paid for, you don't need electricity because you got electricity. All of your appliances are electric. You got an electric furnace. You can get electric stove, electric water heater, everything electric. Now you're free. All you got to do is have food.
I
They
mean,
can't
water.
make you work in water. So now they can't make you work miserable jobs
They
and
gotta
things.
make the water listen.
I know, right? Now the thing is, of course, they can raise property taxes and things and try to get people out and things like that. One thing that is good here where I live in Indianapolis is they capped. This is good and bad. They capped property taxes at 1% of your home value.
Oh, okay.
So no matter what, your taxes won't be more than 1% of your home value. So if you have a $200,000 house, you $2,000. That ain't bad for the year. But if they fund so many things with property taxes, guess what? Certain things will never get more funding, and certain things will always stay in a bad position, because it ain't gonna be more money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it is what it is. I'd rather that though than me pay more. But then again, but see, that's why it shouldn't be property taxes funding schools, because I don't have a child age, a kid that's a child in school.
Yeah, so
So
you're not seeing the money come back.
exactly, why would I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
pay property taxes for that? Now you could say, well, don't you want your community to be better, or wouldn't you want less kids like orphans on the street or something? Okay, but at the same time, they shouldn't have it that way, because people are paying for stuff they don't use, and then some people use stuff more and don't pay. I guess we can go about that with everything though,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that's the problem with healthcare. And that's what's going to destroy healthcare, is that you need young people who are not sick to be paying into it, because they won't be using the benefits. And if all you got is old people or sick people,
That are using it.
then it's not going to be affordable, because they're going to be using more than what they're paying into, which will raise the price on them, which then they won't be able to pay, which means nobody got no insurance except for rich people.
They
They
just
want
gonna
to
die out.
basically, yeah,
That's part of the plan.
that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
It's not my plan, but yeah.
No kidding, Steve. No, I'm just. Jigga man, you say Jay, how D Mac ain't get beat up by Diamond and Jannard while screaming? Yeah, get him up. That's a good question, but I wouldn't think they would turn on him then.
Yeah, because they let it be a fight.
Right. And it was in the
Yeah.
middle heat of the moment. Now, when Tommy leave and everybody's still in the basement, hey, little nigga, what you was saying? You better get up out of here before I smack your ass like your uncle. And that's how I would see it possibly happening. But in the heat of the moment, it wasn't a Royal Rumble. Now, if everybody was brawling, okay, but it
That's
was a
so hard to
one-on-one.
even. That's so hard to film and choreograph.
Very hard to film and
And
choreograph.
and
I'm sure that probably
these are
took
all part of the
2 days.
cast too.
Yeah, I'm sure at least that took 1 day,
Yeah.
maybe 2. Because you have to think, a lot of people don't realize this, but every single time you see a cut and it's a different angle, that means they filmed that whole scene one way, then they have to film it the whole other way,
Yeah,
and
you gotta
then
start
they can
over
go
every
cut it.
time.
Yeah, like for example, Jannard and Shanti arguing. If we see Shanti's face and we're seeing the camera basically over Jannard's shoulder looking,
You
they
gotta do
filmed the
background.
whole scene like that.
Yeah.
And then when we see Jannard and it's over her shoulder, they had to do the whole scene all over again that way. And then they'll cut it up into pieces where we see him saying thing, then cut to her saying thing. But that was, 2 separate things. That's the part of the editing that make it look smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to do a lot. So, it's
The
hard
the
to
the
say.
worst the worst background shot I've ever seen in a show in my whole life. Because sometimes the lips are not moving, it doesn't match.
Right, right,
Sometimes you just kind of live with it.
right.
The worst ever was on Billions.
Okay. Well,
Because you ever watch Billions?
I watched some of it. I was watching it at the same time as Secession, but then Secession kind of won out. Although
Yeah.
I did like that actor with the red hair dude. I liked him in a few movies. He's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he was on Homeland too. I mean,
Yeah,
not home.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
Homeland, the main guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brody,
He-
Brody.
yeah, and he was in Dreamcatcher or whatever.
So in the show, the main guy, I can't think of his name. He loses like, I don't know, he lost like 50 pounds, something crazy. So the show stopped. I think it was maybe COVID or something. The show stopped, and then when the show came back, they had like a stand-in. So the body proportions made no sense.
Right.
So there was no way that it was the guy.
Yeah. Did
But
you
they
see
they just
Tony
kept
put
it
that
like that.
stand-in on for Woody
Say again?
on Kill Tony? He had Woody Harrelson
Yeah,
stand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it. I saw it.
That was so pathetic.
A few days ago. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we get
I
on
don't
that.
think I liked that episode at
I don't
all.
either. It was
I don't.
corny.
Yeah,
It's starting to have his moments. But
yeah.
I want to get to this comment. I don't know if it's true or not. But Jigga said you can't even collect rainwater in Cali, Colorado, Virginia, Washington, a few other. If that's true, that's horrible. And I don't know how they can stop you. It's funny you said that because I was actually looking into this. I don't know if y'all know, but I kind of am a prepper, a survivalist. I don't have anything prepped yet, and I ain't ready to survive, but I'm always thinking about it. Okay. Anyway, I actually looked into rainwater collection, and you can actually do it a lot easier than before. And they have it on Amazon. Right here, you can get one of these barrels and it actually filters the water. So you put one of these out in your backyard or somewhere, and as the water goes, it'll filter leaves, it'll filter all kind of stuff, and you can get fresh drinking water, and it can even be filtered when you pour it out. And then you can even filter it again. Some of them you can even get with reverse osmosis and things. But I was thinking about getting one of these because if the grid goes down, if the machine breaks down, we break down. So I was thinking of you need water. You can live 7 days without food. They say what, 3 days without water, 4 days? I know a day or two without water for me, and I'm in trouble. So you could get a couple of these or one of these and position it in your house or backyard. I like this here with this little spigot spout right here. You can pour it right in the cup.
I
But
haven't had water in the last 3 years, probably.
for real, this whole what? 50 gallons of water. You put 2 of these, you could have 100 gallons of water. That's a lot of water. And shoot, when you need that water, boy, I'm telling you. Now, here's another thing, though. I know I got a lot of information I'll be sharing sometimes. I know that back in the day, I know y'all heard of acid rain. Well, it ain't go away. Now, when we were kids and we would hear about acid rain, we would think, oh, he got me. But that's not what happens. Basically, acid rain is pollution in the water, because as these factories and stuff and pollution and smoke and carbon monoxide from car goes up, and as the cycle continues, goes into the clouds, creates rain, comes back down. And so a lot of rain, especially in cities, but in a lot of other places, could be contaminated. So don't just get that rainwater and suck it down thinking, oh, it's all good. It's rain, it was natural. No, you better refilter that or something, because you could still possibly get sick. I know we living in a toxic soup right now. And what's crazy is most people don't realize it. That's the only reason why it's still going. Because if we knew, I'm sure people would put a stop to this. It's so many things. But anyway, Yvonne said Tommy was sticking and moving against Diamond. Yeah, moving to the steps, trying to run out of there.
He was running.
I wouldn't give Tommy that much credit on Diamond. He pushed him in the back. Diamond slammed him on the table. Diamond punched through the wall. I mean, Tommy.
I didn't even care for
He
Tommy this
lost.
episode.
Yeah, he lost that one. Jigger, you say you don't think Diamond gonna knock off Showstopper Shawnee in the next episode? That's who he was calling a B in the trailer. I didn't see the trailer either this time. Damn. But I don't think so. If he does,
He said, this bitch.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to see that. I think that Denard still does have feelings for her right now. I think that would be too soon. Could cause a problem. If anything, he may make Jannard do it. You know, they always trying to make somebody kill the closest person, whether it's a father, son, or a loved one or something, you know, on this show.
Yeah,
So,
see, man, like sometimes I overthink stuff. So like in my head, if that was Diamond doing it, it could be after she killed Diamond already. I mean Jannard already. And then it's Jannard's goals behind Diamond. Like, yeah, you killing her.
mm-hmm.
Because of the kind of show that it is. They could do stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying they would, but
All
if
right.
I'm trying to overthink it.
No, I mean that's how it seemed. I could go with that.
My so okay, if I had a wish that they would do, if you're gonna have 10 episodes, right? Don't put anything on the trailer after episode 5.
Mm,
Like
yeah. At
in the
least that
first 5 episodes, if you don't have the whole cast that's gonna be there, then it's way too like back end heavy, like way too much.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because then this whole like putting the finale 7, 8, 9 in trailers, I just think it's stupid. Like because
Yeah.
you know who's left, you know who's gonna be there. What I do like about them is that they don't give uh like Netflix. You know, you have 10 episodes and you
Mm-hmm.
have 10 thumbnails. They don't do that at Stars. It doesn't come up until the episode's there.
Oh yeah. You
So that part is good. But
know.
even in the trailers, it's like you're giving us beats, you're giving us the locations, you're
Yeah.
giving us, you know. So by the time it comes out, already so many people have already said, "Oh, this is this place, and this is this light bulb," and if you compare it to this, it's like,
You
well,
gotta
fuck.
stop looking at them theories, man.
I try not to. It just comes up on my shit.
Right. Yeah. Too many people see. That's another problem with capitalism. Sometimes I ain't gonna diss capitalism because I like it to a certain extent, but if your incentive is, if I make this, people watch it and I make money, and well,
It's hard to stop that.
it's kind of hard to stop that for some
Yeah.
people, you know. For me, well, they stopped me from making money.
But
So
see,
that
I
helped.
don't see how they could make. I don't see how they could make money because I don't understand.
People still
Uh,
watching it.
yeah, no, I'm saying I don't understand how monetizing works on YouTube. So I have no idea how stars will get money from people talking about it.
Oh, well, this is how it works. Real
Yeah,
simple. I'll tell you how everybody has works it out. So just like TV, advertiser. So all TV shows on regular uh channels is only to sell advertising. Period. You make a great show like Big Bang Theory or Friends so that more people watch, so that you could generate more revenue for your network. So if you got 1 million people watching this show, well, you could charge higher rates for advertising because more people will see that ad, which means you could possibly get more awareness and sales. Well, YouTube works similar. So they put ads on people in the ad thing, whether it's me or whatever. The reason how it helps is that the more times somebody watches a video, the more times the ad runs, which means you get paid. Say they pay you 10 cents every time that ad runs. Well, if you can make 1 million views or you get thousands of views, that ad is ran 1,000 times, which means 1,000 times the 10 cents, you made the money. Now, here's how stars or people make money. In order for you to know about a show, they have to do what? They have to have a budget, a marketing budget, advertising. They got to put, commercials. They got to develop trailers. They got to put out posters. They got to have these actors go on press and do interviews. Or they could just let a YouTuber or people that don't talk bad about them, they don't flag them if they use clips or trailers of their show. And they're doing all the work. Stars ain't paying them. YouTube pays them. They are bringing all the awareness to the show. They didn't pay them for being a part of the ad or the budget. You see what I'm saying? So they're getting
yeah,
free work. They're getting free marketing, free awareness, free a person working for them for free, making videos and theories and keeping interest in the show. Even when the show is off the air, they still keep the audience interested in the show. They don't forget about it because they keep doing stuff so that it's always in your mind. They let you know it's coming back. All of this, that's a PR team for free. And all they got to do is what? Not flag you if you use
not
their
stop
pictures
you.
of video.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whereas if you making jokes or dissing it, they can flag me. Now I don't use the stuff, and now they control the narrative basically. If they don't like a person and how they talk about something, well, we don't let them use this. Now my views go down. People don't watch me as much. Not because I'm not as good or entertaining, but I don't have the assets that the other person has. Now I'm
yeah,
not saying that's the only reason. A lot of things behind the scenes,
yeah,
like they can make sure that your channel or videos are seen on people's homepage, whereas my stuff is buried, or when I make a video, the bell
yeah. I
don't
gotta
go
look. I gotta look. I had to like
look
restart the app.
right. And even if somebody got the bell notification, they still may not notify them that I'm live, whereas somebody else, they notify you 2 or 3 times or something.
Yeah,
So it's all kind of things that can go on with that, and more power to them. But that's how everybody make money. They make money because they're not spending any money on advertising or marketing. They make money because this person or people keep hyping up shows or awareness, which
it
then
keeps coming up too.
exactly. So and they get it all for free. So, and then if they do talk to the person or whatever, that make the person feel good, that make the audience think, oh, this and that, which then make them watch more, do this, and it just feed itself. And then a person that ain't getting all of that attention or help, say for example, myself, mine will go down because why watch or listen to me when you could be talking to a person that's in with the people, or they got the inside track, or they this or that, or da 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 da
Nah,
da.
this guy's a hater.
Exactly. you know. So, and then the person that comes on at a different time, they don't know that this person was first or at the same
It's
time.
funny because it's like you created this like call in and talk about this.
Yeah, because nobody was doing this. They were all
Yeah.
doing pre-made videos, and the reason I
Yeah.
did this is because they were flagging all of my videos like that, and when I was using pictures and videos, so I stopped doing it. I talk to people direct, do live. Next thing you know, they flip it, change it. Now they call it podcast. Before I was doing it, I just called it live streaming. It wasn't called
Yeah.
podcast because podcasts were only audio on iPods and on an iPhone. And then around 2019, 2020, everybody was filming their stuff and calling it a podcast, even if they ain't only audio or only in iTunes or whatever. And so it flipped the script. And so then what I was doing was now called a podcast. And now why watch this when you got people with studios and guests and
Yep.
nice chairs and
Bunch of
background?
money in there. Yeah.
Right. So now it chop did so, you know, it is what it is. I try to make a little money. Maybe I'll have me a nice place to sit and some guests. But you know, we'll see. I'm so wore out. I'm about to call it a night, man. This week I got 4 locations set up for my vending machine business, man, up and running. And it's at 2 nursing homes. Man, I'm telling you, man, that nursing home, man, might be a blessing in disguise, though, because those people at a nursing home, the staff, you got to have X amount of staff in the building at all times. It's open 24 hours, you know, it's people there, and so they in the break room and doing stuff. This might save my butt right here, man. I
So
might be.
they're gonna use it for sure.
They've been using it, man. They've been eating up some stuff. I gotta make sure I keep stuff they like, but you know, and this
Is
is a
it
nice nursing home too. So
like
I
the one on Landman?
I'll remember that one. I only saw the first season of Landman.
Oh man.
I ain't
Wait, so
watched
you never seen the where the wife goes in there and they get drunk and they dance and shit?
with the daughter. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they crazy. But but this was a nice one. And I had to get on my dad because he sit around and act like he can't do this and that. And even at this nice one, they had people like sitting in the hallway and I'm like, oh snap. Like, dude, just roll me in the street.
Yeah, just like why am I here?
Man, for real. Like your body is working against you. It's like they can keep you alive past your will in a way with medication
Money.
and
It's
stuff.
money. Uh-huh.
Exactly. It's like they keeping people alive with meds and stuff. And you would think with modern technology, you could live longer. Yeah, just so that they can keep you in the home in charge and make money off of you. Like you're a body, a commodity. You're a client.
And they already talked to the funeral people. They already talked to.
Man.
Remember, I did funerals for the Navy for 6 months.
Hmm.
That shit destroyed my brain.
I'm
How,
sure.
how that's basically your, like the number back then was like a funeral service was like 7,000 or whatever. But because the military is already gonna pay for it, if you
Double.
die when you're in, or even if you die after, um, there's still a payment.
Yeah. They probably charge
And
more
yeah,
because
and they
they know
don't
the
care.
government will pay.
Yeah, they don't care if how you went, whatever. It's just a payment.
Yeah. That's
So
the
you
problem
learn
with
things that makes it
capitalism.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah, everybody gets reduced. Just like if you got a child that's dying of cancer and they could fix it, but you don't have insurance. So, you know, my hands are tied.
yeah, yeah,
Yo, I'm gonna kill you. This is John
yeah,
Q in this mug. What? What? Oh, I'm gonna run you over.
yeah, yeah.
My feet didn't work.
That's why you got that Denzel movie. What is it called?
John Q.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He should have won an Academy Award for that though.
For John Q.
Heck yeah.
A lot of people kind of get it for the
The
wrong
wrong
ones.
stuff. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just like Holly Berry got it for getting smashed by old Billy Bob.
But about throwing.
Yeah, man. He hit that for real too. Because I mean, I was looking.
Yeah. What did she say?
Make me
Makes me
feel
feel
good.
good. Yeah.
Hey, she don't. Hey, I know what she said now. Okay,
Make me feel
let me tell
good.
you, when he grabbed that ass cheek, that booty cheek, and you could
It
see
was on the floor in front of the couch or on the couch?
well the way the camera, it was on the floor in front of the couch, but the way the
Yeah, yeah,
camera
okay.
was, it made it seem like they were hidden. So they probably let them go. You know what I'm saying? And when
Yeah.
he grabbed that booty, and you could see that thumb go in there and the thing, he grabbed her ass for real. Like that was a real smile.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
Ass.
I've heard that they always compare. When you talk about sex scenes, they always compare it to that.
Hey man, for real, man.
Yeah,
That's how I grab a ass.
that's how you know it's real.
Hey, for real. He grabbed it like I would, and he
You're
had,
like, that's the same way.
hey man, he grabbed that like it's time to go to work. Okay. Time to clock in. I'm about to clock in with the dang-a-lang. Whoop. I'm at work.
Your gnar went crazy.
No, I'm gonna get to these last comments, then we're gonna wrap it up. It's already been over 2 hours. Encouraging warrior, and hey, thank you everybody. We still got 40 plus people rolling with us. I appreciate y'all. It's 3:30 in the morning, so definitely appreciate y'all. Let's see. Encouraging warrior, good morning, everyone. Just wanted to tell everyone hello and that tonight's episode was crazy, but I'll check y'all out on the next show. Guess everybody's chose their side now. I know, right? Yeah, we're gonna do it tonight, Friday, 10 o'clock. So everybody be here. We're gonna get to some more call-ins and questions. And I have a little more time. I gotta do some things in the morning though. But was you about to say something? Christian? Oh, okay. Yvonne, you say after that episode of John Oliver, when he talks about the care in nursing homes, he talked about that one nursing home that patients got eaten by an alligator in Florida. What?
Oh shit!
And I watch John Oliver all the time. I like his show. It's
I
very
used to. I used to.
yeah, but I didn't hear about that. What? They got ate by the what? Nah, man. That oh man. That's horrible. Florida is wild though. It's so much going on in Florida historically. I mean, as I was saying, they got cities 200 years older than America down there, and people don't even know. It's all kind of artifacts and things in Florida that I didn't even know was there. Like I'm learning more stuff about Florida than I even realized was down there. So Florida is a wild place, man. One journey. I'm hanging in there. Good to see you. Hope everything all good with you. Who else? How you doing? Glad to see you. Well, I'm about to wrap it up. Take these glasses off. Thing with these glasses, man, I was wearing them already earlier, so it's like you can't take them off once you're wearing them, or you can't read or see.
It's over now. You always gotta wear it now.
Man, it's so blurry. I can't see nothing, man. But I ain't gonna put them back on. Calling it a night. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here, brother?
Nah, we'll
Keeping
do it
this
next time.
keeping this
Keep
short
it
and
a
sweet.
secret. No,
All
because then
right,
we'll do another hour and shit.
I know, right? We get KP up in here.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be stuck.
All right, man. Well, hey, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I gave it an 8.5 on the Moorescore. What would y'all rate it? Y'all let me know. It was a wild episode. I'll be back tonight, Friday night, 10 o'clock. So come on through. We're gonna chop it up, and I'll have more time. We might do more than 2 hours. We'll see. So peace. I'm gonna do it this way. I ain't gonna spread them. Y'all have a good one. We out.